Day with love, we'll find a way as one. Across the world, our lives unfold. We're here together. Every moment now, a song to sing out now. Every road we climb, we are one.
Hello everyone, this is Debra Starkey. You may not recognize me as Debra Starkey, but rather as Debra Raybern. Same person, but I just married a wonderful man named Bill, so I have a new last name. Well, today it's my pleasure to share with you something I'm very passionate about, and that would be to how to use these treasures we call essential oils. We want to use them safely, effectively, and to their highest potential. So let's begin. In this presentation, I am going to be sharing my own ideas. Therefore, I need to read to you the following disclosure from Young Living. Opinions expressed in this presentation are solely my own and do not express the views or opinions of Young Living. Young Living does not endorse, is not responsible for, and makes no representations or warranties regarding such content or its accuracy. I encourage you to verify the explanations and opinions presented. Young Living shall not be liable for any harm resulting from or in connection with reliance on such content. So, what are essential oils? Well, they're actually the volatile liquids that are distilled from the plants. It could be the roots, the bark, the stems, maybe the leaves, and even the flowers. Each plant will have their oil stored in a distinctly different place. Knowing these precise ways to extract these compounds, like Young Living does, will always ensure that we get the most out of every plant. Using essential oils in our daily lives is becoming more and more popular and is a great way to enhance the quality of our lives. So what do? Well, they can bring balance, well-being, and harmony, if you will. They have the ability to support our overall well-being. You will find them to be the most effective when you use them every day. Essential oils are very versatile. They follow many pathways that allow us to support normal, healthy bodily functions. The renowned essential oil expert Dr. Pennuel, who practiced oils starting in 1977, used essential oils in his clinic. He's the author of many books that are on aromatherapy. He once said that he could safely make us this promise, that if we would use essential oils on a daily basis, our lives would be simpler and we would find greater sensory and emotional pleasure in staying healthy. The founder, Gary Young, he said, we're all about Young Living's lifestyle, strengthening the body through nutrition and the power of essential oils. When we do this, the body will take care of itself. As a student and educator in the field of nutrition myself, and those I've helped in their wellness journey, we've always had the best success when we combine good solid nutrition and using essential oils every day and properly. Young Living essential oils are the real deal. They are authentic, pure, and as potent as can be found in nature. They're never adulterated, they're not processed synthetically, they're not chemically enhanced or adulterated in any way. If you would like to see this process in action, then I encourage you to visit one of our many farms. They're found all around the world, and you will have a chance to see for yourself everything from the seed all the way to the final processes. In 2004, when the human genome was mapped, more covered the olfactory system, which is our sense of smell, than any other part of the body. So I tend to think this means that smelling is a very important part of healthy living. To that end, we are going to start learning about smelling or inhaling using essential oils, which is really the term aromatherapy. I have always said that no matter what the application is, including massage or as a dietary supplement, we should start first by smelling the essential oil. Tell the brain and the body that something good is coming. My favorite way is to place 2 or 3 drops of an essential oil in the palm of your hand. You're going to use your fingers to gently stir the oils about 3 times in a clockwise motion. Then you'll rub your hands together and cup them over your nose and mouth. And then breathe deeply, slowly, but inhale the oils several minutes. Then you can take the remaining oil, like I do, and maybe rub it on the back of your neck or on your arms. Don't waste any of it. And then be sure to wash your hands after having the oil on your hands, because you don't want to accidentally get any into your eye. When you start smelling essential oils, you may experience a sense of grounding, maybe alertness, clarity. And with some of the oils, you may have a sense of relaxation and calmness, or even a reaction like laughter or crying as memories associated with a particular scent or oil fragrance comes to your mind. When smelling, diluting an oil with another carrier oil is not generally necessary. You are free to smell straight from the bottle. You can smell an oil to create a sense of calming atmosphere, like maybe before an exam, a first meeting, a job interview, or that annual assessment. Acceptance, lavender, peace and calming, and tranquil are always great choices. These are great times to smell also after a busy day to create a sense of calmness for a winding down environment. Another option might be to select oils that perk you up, to give your energy a boost, give you some stamina, motivation, or concentration. Options here, they would include, but aren't limited to, oils like motivation, valor, clarity, and peppermint. And if you don't think motivation will get you motivated, then I suggest you give it a try. Aromatherapy is, after all, the sense of smell and how it affects the body, the mind, and the spirit. So smell away. You know, the first person to ever smell a fragrant plant was actually experiencing aromatherapy. So another way to smell is by diffusing. This is when you take a few drops of, say, an essential oil, one of your favorites, and put it in a cool air diffuser and let that run for 15 to 20 minutes a couple times a day. The suggested timing is just that, just a suggestion. I know I have run my diffuser for hours on end with only exceptional benefits. Diffusing an oil to cover the scent of burnt toast may not take quite as long as it does to calm yourself after a busy day, so you set the timing. If you find yourself without a diffuser, then just apply a few drops on a cotton ball, place it in a bowl or a plate, this way it won't damage any furniture, and then set them around the house, or maybe onto a tissue and stick it in your car. You can also mix a couple drops of essential oil with water in a small spray or misting bottle and shake it up and then spray as you go around your house. Essential oils make great room and air fresheners, linen sprays, and outdoor sprays. Now let's talk about a second highly effective way to use our oils, and that's a topical application. One of the terms I want you to get to know well is the word neat. When a recipe or a reference book guides you to use oils in a neat application, it simply means no dilution. You will take the suggested blend or oil and apply it directly to the body. A very common topical application point is the bottom of the feet, where the skin is a little bit thicker, so even the hot oils are tolerated well. You can apply them, of course, to your pulse points like you would be using a perfume, or in the application we know as the raindrop technique. They're applied on the back. Please follow all labeled guidelines, and oils on your hands, remember, once finished, be sure to wash thoroughly. Before you're going to apply essential oils to the skin, however, it's advisable to put a very scant amount on the inner arm, kind of like a skin patch test. If the skin should feel red or turn hot, then add a little coconut or olive oil and kind of tone it down. You'll put the oil on, the carrier oil, you'll wipe it off 2 or 3 times to absorb and wick away as much of the essential oil as possible. This will slow the absorption into the skin. Some oils, yes, they're very soothing when applied, and others can feel hot on the skin if they're not diluted. So instead of using them neat, this time you would want to dilute them. Our resource books and recipes often suggest a dilution of 50-50. So this means for every drop of essential oil you use, you do the same amount, 1 drop of a carrier oil. Good carrier oils are anything from coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil. You're free to choose what you like. If it's not necessarily true that diluting an oil is better than neat, this is up to you. You have to decide based on the oil and the intended outcome as to which method is best for you. Okay, so you've now applied the oil to your skin and it's red and hot. As I said earlier, circulation is flowing and this is what causes the redness. The oil that you picked is feeling hot. Nothing's wrong, but again, apply that carrier oil so that you can wipe the skin and the excess away, and this will slow down the hot process. The carrier will attract the oil and wick it away. So if you've been in the habit, though, of using chemical cleaners, maybe personal care items with synthetic ingredients, they may have penetrated and accumulated under the dermal layers of the skin. This can contribute to that redness and hot feeling when you use true essential oils. So maybe it's time you made the change to using the all naturally derived Young Living personal care products. A fun topical application is always the foot and hand soaks. So in a small basin of water, you're going to combine about 1 ounce of V6, which is Young Living's carrier blend, or another preferred carrier oil, and about 5 drops of essential oil. Then soak your feet or your hands until the water cools. This is great after a long day on your feet or a prep for a manicure. For a bath soak, there are lots of DIY recipes to choose from, having you add 5 or more drops to about a 1/4 cup or so of Epsom salts. This also works great. So add this to running water and soak your cares away. For convenience, Young Living has already made bath bombs in the lavender and the stress away scent. Those are awesome. Little packets of your favorite recipe can also be shared with friends to give them their first experience using Young Living products. But be sure to stay away from those hot oils that come, in contact with sensitive parts of the skin, especially in a bath. So oregano and even our beloved thieves are not going to be good choices as a bath soak. The hair and scalp are also great places to use essential oils. These applications have you adding essential oils to a carrier oil and then using small amounts on your fingertips. You're just going to massage the scalp. Sometimes you'll comb the excess oil through the hair and wrap it in a warm towel and let it sit there for about 20 to 30 minutes and then shampoo as usual. Dry and style your hair like normal and you will have a clean scalp and beautiful shiny hair. You can also create mists for both topical and aromatic purposes. Young Living has a few of our own. Lavaderm mist is a great spray. Then there's Clariderm and even our Thieves spray. Sprays are great to use on babies and pets, and that's when further dilution is often recommended. So a typical mist in about a 2-ounce bottle would have 1 ounce of purified water, 1 tablespoon of alcohol, and then 5 to 30 drops of essential oil. This is based on how the mist will be used. Less is okay. You can always add more oils later if you want it to perform a little differently. So just shake, because oil and water don't mix, essential oils that is. So shake before using and enjoy a beautiful scent. Both the internet and books alike will give you lots of recipes to let you create your own creams and lotions, salves, and perfumes to help you get the most out of using your essential oils aromatically and topically. So now we're going to switch our application methods to the dietary supplement use or oil use of using Young Living essential oils. We have a wide variety of oils for this purpose, specifically labeled Vitality. So they are designed to use intendedly as supplements. They're also combined in our teas and many of our food items. Some of our supplements even carry a lot of amounts of essential oils. Your essential oil can be put into an empty capsule and you can do it straight, in other words, nothing else added, or you can add a carrier oil. They can be put into a spoonful of, say, almond milk, a little honey, or even on a cracker or some applesauce. You can even make your own Ningxia Red mocktail if you like. Each Vitality oil has specific usage suggestions, so follow those, especially to give you that great flavor and taste you'd like. If after swallowing your stomach feels a little hot, again, there's no worries. Just something creamy with a dairy base or fat like an avocado will help to soothe that away. We see examples of pre-made capsules in Young Living, like our Inner Defense, our Parafree, Digest Plus Cleanse, and Omega Gies, and a Longevity. I've been using dietary supplements and the Vitality oils for over 20 years now, and the convenience and benefits are just amazing. So what about oral care? We carry both toothpaste and mouthwash formulated with the Thieves oil blend. A study by the American Dental Association that rinsing with essential oils was far better than flossing. So if you want really good gum health, then why not check out our Young Living Thieves Floss. You can also make your own gargle with 2 to 3 cups of Vitality essential oil in about 1 ounce of purified water. You want to mix, gargle, spit, or swallow. Yes, you can actually swallow the mouthwash without harm. So try adding maybe tonight a couple drops of Thieves or Peppermint Vitality to your toothbrush for an exhilarating experience and fresh breath for hours. Preparing delicious foods is another way to introduce oils to family and friends, and you will be ingesting them. Just a little drop will add great flavor to food and drinks. How about a drop of cinnamon to a batch of bran muffins, or dill to some salad dressings and sauces? Have you tried lemonade with the Vitality lemon oil and a natural sweetener? Just add to ice and enjoy a delicious and refreshing beverage this summer. When you're using strong oils such as oregano or basil, in an Italian sauce, for example, even 1 drop can be too strong depending on the amount you're making. So as to not overdo, you want to just use a toothpick and dip it in the bottle and then swirl it in your sauce and taste. You never want to just start dropping, even if a recipe says so, because someone else's taste may not be your own. I remember one time when I was making spaghetti and I didn't follow those rules. I didn't know them at the time. And so I added 3 drops of oregano to a very small amount of sauce. And well, it was inedible, no matter how much tomato sauce we continue to add. So don't make that mistake. Go ahead and use your toothpick. Give it a taste, and the more, if you need more, just add more flavor. Young Living has recipes online. We have a monthly newsletter that has recipes, and we also have cookbooks to help you get started using your Vitality oils in your food preparation. So just like a treadmill is not going to get you in your best shape ever if you never get on it, neither will you experience the power of essential oils if you don't use them, and use them every day. Whether as a single oil, as a blend, diffused, taken orally, in food, a roll-on, or supplements, all that are already infused with oils, they will most certainly enhance the quality of your life. Don't be afraid to use them. There are reference guides that go into further detail on how to use the oils in a variety of ways, so be sure to refer to these guides which also contain information to determine whether neat use or diluted use is recommended. If an oil might be photosensitizing, it will tell you, because this could give you a little bit of sunburn if you put it on in heavy amounts and then were exposed to the sun. Essential oils are your friend when they're used properly. A couple of tips to remember is that we're going to test on the skin first. There's no harm in starting small, starting slow. You'll have a great experience. You can always add more later. Babies, children, or pets, they're much smaller than we adults, so be sure to use common sense and follow the rules. There are many useful resources and tools to educate you specifically on the use of essential oils with babies, children, and pets. I hope you are now ready to fully enjoy your essential oils with confidence and discover the many possibilities within every drop. Traditional aromatherapy is giving way to modern aromatherapy by incorporating the smell, the feel, and the taste of the very best that plants have to offer. Enjoy your oils. Share them with those you know, and like me, your life will be so much richer. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.
Calls your name, light up the day with love. We'll find a way as one across the world. Our lives unfold. We're here together. Every moment now, a song to sing out loud.